Just let me know if you can see list and tuple notebook, guys. Mohammed, we need to wait till like maybe in 1 or 2 days the video will be uploaded. Okay. Great. So yesterday, we have started with the I think the functions of list, because some of the basic part we have covered in the last to last session. Then because of that, we started with the functions associated with list object, and then we explored most of the functions related to list. So can you guys quickly write in the chat window what are the different functions we have seen related to list? Just quickly write down the functions we have seen related to list. Right, Ajay, slicing is not the function, it's the process to break down your list into different parts. But the functions like sort, append, extend, clear, copy, index, right? Sort, reverse, remove, right? So these are the functions we have seen. Like append is used to add the element at the end of the list. If we add, list as a element in the list, then it will directly, add list as a separate element in the list. But if you want a single element of that list to be added as a single element in the another list, then we are going to use extend, right? Then we have seen count, which is used to count the frequency of given item, given element. Then we have seen copy, right? One list will be copied into other. The insert is one where we will be mentioning the position where to insert the number, right? And then we have seen remove, right? We will be removing the element, required element. We have seen pop, in that we can mention the index also, or even like just pop function which will delete the last element of the list. Then we have seen reverse function, guys, which will reverse our list. And then we have seen sort function, which is responsible to sort the element, right? So these are the different functions we have seen till now. And you can see like these all functions we have seen in the last class, right? So these are the important one, guys, right? We will be using that in our code ahead. So go ahead and you use all these things. So then we started with the tuple. Then we have seen like what is the difference between tuple and list, guys? Can you just list out, write down in the chat, difference between tuple and list? Yeah, mutable and immutable property, right? So list is mutable and the tuple is immutable. As it is, mutable, we can change it. But the tuple is immutable, so we cannot modify the list, and that's why the functions which are, actually modifying the tuple is not there, right? So like we don't have, you know, remove, or we don't have append, extend, clear, copy, or maybe um, copy also not there, right? We just have count and index function for tuple. So these are the different types we have seen. Yes, list is enclosed in square bracket, tuple is enclosed in a parenthesis, but it is not compulsory, right? To create the tuple with one element, how we're going to create that, guys? Create the tuple with one element, how to create that? Just we need to add an element, and after that we need to just give the comma, right? That will create the tuple for us. If you are not going to use that comma, then definitely it will be, just the number, right? Yeah. So this is what we have seen, guys, right? Yesterday's in the last class. So today we are going to learn about the set, again a very important data structure, right? And then we will be starting with the string or maybe the dictionary, right? So let's go ahead and start the new topic, that is the set. Okay, let me just open the new notebook. Okay, so we'll be starting with the set, guys, today, right? Set is very, important data structure in Python. Let us understand set then. Okay, so let me just write it down something for the set. It is not indexable. It is not indexable, or we can say we cannot, you know indexable in the sense we can just write it here. We cannot access the elements of set using index. Okay, we cannot access the elements of the set using index. The next element is like it will not allow duplicate values. It will not allow duplicate values. It will display integer elements in sorting order. Okay, so these are the few points, guys, about the set. You can just mm, you know will be understanding that. Okay, let us go ahead and create the empty set. Empty set. To create the empty set, guys, I hope it is visible to everyone. Yeah. To create the empty set, we need to write a, or we will be writing s is equal to set function. When we try to print type of s, you will get it as a set. Okay, so this is how it works. This is the markdown, guys, again. So you can remove this, space, so that it will be in a good shape. It is enclosed in this curly bracket, guys. Okay, it is enclosed in this, and this is the only way to create the empty set, guys. only way to create empty set. Okay, why? Let me tell you that. Okay, so here suppose I'm using this one and then I'm printing it. Print type of, can you just tell me what will be the type of this? Because I have written the set is enclosed in this curly bracket, right? So if I write like this, then what will happen? Is it the type of like set? Definitely not. It will not be tuple, right? No, this will be set, guys, or the dictionary, guys. Okay, this will be dictionary, and that's why we are not able to create the empty set using this, and that's why I have mentioned here what this is the only way to create the empty set, because we have another data structure that is dictionary, and to create the dictionary, empty dictionary, we are going to use this one. Okay, so always remember, like, dictionary and set both are like using this particular curly bracket to, enclose the elements, but in set we cannot create the empty set using this syntax, because this will create the dictionary for us. Okay, but now we are dealing with what? Set here. So to create the empty set, we'll be using set function only. Okay, so if you try to display this print s, then you will find that it will be an empty set. Okay, now let's create the set element, guys. Okay, let's create the set element. So here a is equal to, in curly bracket, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, and I'm again, I'm writing 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, so here I am just printing this a. Can you see now what it is going to print, guys? Can you tell me why it is happening? Why it is happening? You can check the type also. You can check it is set. Why it is happening, guys? Because we have mentioned, right? It will not allow the duplicate values. Okay, that's why it is printing what? The normal stuff. Suppose I'm writing here 100. Okay, then 200, then 10, and then again, let's see like what is happening. Can you see now? It is like, printing this result. Now there is no such a definition like how it is going to print the result. Okay, you can see here 1 2 3, it has printed again 100, then 4, then 200, and then 10. There is no such a way, to print all these. So 1 2 3 is printed, 1 2 3, and then it has printed 100, then you can see 4 and then 200. So it is arbitrary, guys. Okay, so we don't have any, we don't have any pattern where it is going to display the element. Why it is, guys? Why it is? Can anyone tell me why there is no, you know a fixed position for the element? Can anyone tell me why there is no fixed position to the element? Because it is not indexable. Perfect. Because it is not indexable. Okay, so because we don't have any index associated with any, element, like for tuple and the, we can say, list, we had index, right, associated with every element. Like first element will be represented by 0 1 2 3, like this. But set does not have that kind of indexing, so we cannot slice the set, we cannot access the element using indexing. Okay, right? So this is what the non-indexable property of set is. We cannot access the element, okay, of the set using index. That's why the position does not matter. No one know where that element is. Okay, no one knows where that element is. This is what the set is, guys. Okay, so let me just print. the dictionary directory of set. So we can have some functions like we are having add, okay, then discard is there. Let's go ahead and use it one by one. Okay, we'll be learning add, clear, copy, difference, discard, intersection, or we can say disjoint, is subset. Okay, then pop, remove, symmetric. These all are functions related to, this set. Like you, I believe, like you all know, the set theory in mathematics. So there are some concepts like, intersection, or maybe union, right? Or difference, symmetric difference, right? So these are the functions we'll be having. Okay, so yes, because you're right, set is mutable. As you can see, we have, add function, update function, union function, right? So set is mutable. Okay, so you can write one more thing here also. That's a good question. Set is mutable. That means we can change the value of set. Set is mutable. Okay, so we can make it immutable. I'll discuss that later, but yes, set is mutable. Now let's go ahead and use our set A. Let's say what is there in the set A. This is what the element of the set A dot add, and in that I'm going to add, for example, 20. Okay, and then I'm going to print the E. Okay, so you can see here this 20 is getting added here. You can see. So we can't say where it is going to add, but definitely, it is going to add the element, right? Then let's say like if I want to add a more than two values, or for example, let me use this function again, and let me add a list of these numbers. Is it possible? Let's check. Okay, let's check, is it possible to just, use this list? Can we add a list as an element in the set? So you can see like unhashable type list, we cannot add this list as a element in the set. Okay, because add function only add on one number. So when we use the list as a input to add function, then it will add this entire list in the particular set, but Python is not allowing us to do that. Okay, so always remember, in add it is not possible, this is invalid. Okay, like we have seen in the uh, where in the list, right, we can add this, we can append this list at the end of the list, but we cannot do it here. Okay, but like add is what it is used to add only one element at a time. Okay, it is used to add only one element at a time. Okay, only one element at a time. So let's go ahead and check how we can add multiple elements in the list. Okay, sorry, set. Right, so let's go ahead and do that. A dot will be using update, and in that we are going to pass 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's check that is it possible or not. Okay, and then I'm going to print E. Let us execute. Can you see now I have added 11, 12, 13, 14 here, right? And it is possible. So here update function is used to add multiple element in the set at a time. Okay, so this is how it works, right? So some like guys are what they are doing, what common mistake they are doing is they are not, including these numbers in the set, or maybe list or tuple. So you can see int object is not iterable. That means in a update function we cannot pass the multiple values. Okay, so either we will be using the tuple to add the multiple element, or list is also okay. Okay, let me add this. Okay, let me add another numbers. Okay, 120, 130, and 140. So try to understand the difference, guys. In update I have given this list, and in this update I have given the tuple. Both is okay. Okay, both possibilities are okay, there is no issue. Okay, so let's execute that and let's print the result. Okay, so you can check, we can use list or tuple to add the element in the set. Okay, but when we are going to do that, when we are going to use update, and update is responsible to add what, multiple elements in the set at a time. Okay. Yes, then a list element is like it is going to add a single element. It is not going to add a list. List as element is not possible in the set. List as a element is not possible in the set. Okay. List as a element is not possible in the set. Mahesh, I hope you understood this particular error. Right now I explained that, right? Praveen, you can say, like, you can add the square bracket also, and you can add the parenthesis also. Rupali, we don't have fixed position in the set as it does not have indexing. Rupali, you clear this? You're clear on this, Rupali? We don't have fixed position for the element. New element will be added, but we can't say where it is going to add. Yes, we don't have positions in the set, because if we have a position, then that element will be there at that particular place. If we try to add a duplicate record, then the position will be lost, right? Because it will not allow the duplicate records. So Mahesh, A is not defined. That means you don't have A as a set defined above. Maybe you're using S something or other variable. Try to execute the A is equal to something set you have defined. Execute that cell and then try this. Aditya, different values in the sense, let me just tell you that. For example, I'm using this only. Okay, let me just add here 11.0. Okay, let me add 12 plus 4J. Okay, let me add this as a string, 130 as a string, right? And let us execute that. Can you see now it is added in the set? The string is also possible, complex number is possible, right? And then decimal number is also possible. So you can see here 11.0, right? 11.0. So it has treated it as a 11 only. It is much smart. 11.0 and 11 both are same. not going to take all tens as it does not allow the null value. All right, let me try one more thing. Okay, A is equal to, I'm having, for example, this set 1 comma 1.0 comma 2 comma 0 comma 2 comma 4. Can anyone tell me what will be the result when I try to print it? Can anyone tell me what will be the result, guys? Or here, let me try one more. Can anyone tell me what will be the result? It is set, right? What will be the result? Very smart. 1024 0124. Okay, you can see 0124. Why it is happening, guys? Why it is happening? Because 0 is false, right, Rupali? True means 1, right? Exactly. So this is what, the beauty of set, guys. Always remember. Okay. So Mahesh, you have written A is equal to in parenthesis. So definitely it is going to take, the tuple only, right? 1.0 means 1 only, right, Pankaj? Meenakshi, we don't have that function, I think so. Let me solve this, guys. Can you see now here? This is empty set, okay? But again, we are overriding A here. Let me just try to print type of A. And after that, let me try to print type of A. Okay. Can you check? So at this particular point, it is set. But when you try to enclose this in a parenthesis, then it will become a tuple. Are you getting it, Mahesh? Why you enclose that in the parenthesis? If you want to add the element in this set only, then use add or update function, no? Use add or update function. Why you are creating this tuple? This is completely wrong, right? You are creating tuple, and that's why it is showing the type tuple. How to create the set? We discussed this, right? This is used to create the empty tuple, empty set, and then this is how we are creating the set. It should be enclosed in this particular bracket, curly bracket. It's not in the parenthesis. It should be in that braces, right? That is the nature Praful. Okay. We don't have index for that. We can say set is simply, the collection of distinct values. It will not allow to duplicate one. Yes, Pankaj, set is accepting every type of value. All types of value it is going to accept. I have already demonstrated that. Here you can see, let us say I am executing this one. Now you can see, okay, it is now. Let me just execute that. This one. And now let's go ahead and execute this one. Okay, you can see now this 11 point, it's a tuple, right? It's a float, right? Pankaj, it can accept any type of value. Praful, what you want again, like to be explained? What you want? Negative value, Nakshi. Here one is there. Now what is the nature of tuple, guys? Sorry, set. It does not allow duplicate value, right? So it will consider this 1, then 1.0 is again 1, then true is also 1, right? That's why it has display only 1. 0, false is also 0, so 0 and 0 it has display only 1 0, and then 2 and 4 is already there. Praful, this is the random nature. Okay, we don't have these position for that, Praful. Okay, we don't have the position in the set to a particular value. So Pankaj, like till yesterday's class, what do you think? 1 and 1.0 is same or different? As per your understanding, till yesterday's class, what is your thought? Like 1 and 1.0 is same or different? What do you think? One is integer, one is float type, right? But the value of both is same. So same the set is doing. If the values of values are same, it will consider only one for set. Okay. And for set only, it is going to treat as a 1.0 to 1. Okay. For other, it will only treat 1 point, something, whatever it is. So for set, it is going to consider the value, right? 1 and 1.0 both are same. That's why it has considered only one value. Yes, of course, if you are writing 10.1 and 10.0, definitely both are different, right, Pankaj? So these are the two different values. But if you are writing 10.0 and 10, then these are the same values. Yes, Vikas, you are right. So Praful, can you read the error? You will get that. What is the problem? Please read that error. So Rupali, what is your error? Can you put down your error in the chat? Praful, it is saying print is not defined. Why you have written P as a capital? We never write P capital, right? So Rupali, I think you have given only one value in that, right? 1.1. Right? So for one value, we'll be using add function, right? What is the purpose of update? If we want to add multiple values, right? And that's why it is searching multiple values and you have given only one value. That's why it is error. Okay. Okay. Any other question, guys? Okay, let's go ahead and check the other function, that is a dot, or we are writing dir of a, and these are the functions. So we have seen add. Now you know what is clear is and you know what is copies. Okay, same thing is there. Let us understand about the discard one. Okay, and remove. Discard and remove will check. Okay, so let's go ahead and use discard. Remove the elements from set. Okay, so let us consider I'm having this set and I want to remove some elements. So a dot discard, and in that I'm writing 12 plus 4j, and then I'm printing a. And you see now it has discarded this particular element, guys. Discard is used to remove the element, right? Now let me write it again. Can we discard multiple element? Okay, let us consider I'm having this element. Can we discard this? Then print a. You see now unhashable list type, we cannot discard more than one element. Okay, here you can write we cannot discard more than one element. This is one thing. Another thing is a dot discard. Suppose I'm just writing 999. What will be there, guys? Here what will happen is 99 is there in the set. Is 999 is there in the set? No, right? Let's go ahead and check that. Can you see it is not going to raise any error? Okay. If elements, if element to be deleted is not present in the set, then it will not raise the error. And it will not raise the error. Okay. Always remember, discard will not raise the error. Now let's talk about remove. It is same as, you know, discard. It is same as discard, but it will raise an error if element not present. This is the difference between remove and discard. Let's check that. Can you see now? It is saying key error, that is 999 is not present. So this is the difference, guys, between discard and remove. That's it. Other things are same. Any question in the remove and discard? And remove. So Vishal, can you check your code? Why you are enclosing the elements in the parenthesis? Why you are, Vishal, why you are enclosing the elements in the parenthesis? We are learning set, right? So you should follow the syntax of set, Vishal. It should be enclosed in the curly brackets. If you are writing that in the round bracket, then it will be your tuple, and we don't have discard function for tuple, right? And this is the clear message, error message. Tuple object has no attribute discard, Vishal. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Great. So Sena is saying, what if it is in a tuple form? Can we discard? No, because it is not iterable at all, Sena. We cannot. So Mohammed, remove is used to remove the element. Discard is also used to remove the element. But suppose if the element is not present in the set and still we are trying to delete that using discard, then discard never raise an error. But remove raise an error, key error. This is the basic difference between remove and discard. Getting, Mohammed? Great. So that still you want the access of mic? You want to say something? All right. Maheshwar, you're fine with this? What you want me to repeat? Shivam, for now we don't have that function, I think so. Let us try in the remove. Okay. Let us try in the remove. A dot remove. Can you see now? Unhashable type list. Or let us consider you see it only takes one argument, but we have given two. We don't have provision to remove the element. Yeah. Okay, I hope remove and discard is clear. Praful is saying I have one data set, so I have using removing or discard because this element totally deleted. I'm not sure why you are relating data set is different. If you have a limited number of data which is enclosed in the curly bracket praful, then you can use remove or discard. That is completely fine. If you don't want, stop your program there when the element is not present in the set and still you're trying to delete that, then go ahead and use discard. But if you want the error to be raised if you are trying to delete the element and which is present which is not present in the set, then go ahead and use what, the remove function. Okay, if you want to trigger the error if element is not present, then use remove function. If you don't want trigger, then go ahead and use discard. No, we already discussed, Sena, we can't remove the multiple elements. Yes, Rumi. For now, like functions, the function says we can't use multiple, we can't give the multiple element for deletion. Yes, Maksudur, alert gives by remove, but that will stop your program. You have to handle that. So, Bhavin, like I already explained multiple times, discard will not give the error, remove will give the error if the element is not present in the set. Try to understand that, please. No, we don't have any other difference in discard and remove. चलो हे कर. Yes, Mahesh, we have copy function. We have a copy function, or you can see here, we have copy. Clear will clear all the elements. It will keep the empty set, right? Discard we have seen. Let us understand the pop now. A dot pop. And you see now it has deleted one. So let me just display A first and then you will understand the pop. This is our A. And you see now it is deleting the arbitrary element, guys. Okay. So what is the use of pop, guys? Can anyone tell me? What is the use of pop? It will remove the element and display that element, right? The last element is related to list, right? Everyone is talking like pop is used to delete the last element, but definitely like it is related to, list. Definitely pop is used to remove the element, but main thing is what? Main thing about pop is what? Whatever the element it is going to delete, it will display that element. Are you agree with this? This is the main thing about pop. Okay, it will return the element which is we are going to delete. Okay, so in the set we don't have the positions, and that's why it is going to delete the arbitrary number from the set. You can see I am executing this pop function multiple times and it is deleting these numbers. Like now it has deleted 4, right? Now let's execute this. It has deleted 200. Okay, So if I try to display this A again, let's see how the elements are now. Okay, if I'm trying to again execute this, and again I'm 10 has been deleted now. Now you can see the elements are there in the set. Okay, so this is what the pop is. Now let's check if pop accepts the element to be deleted. A dot pop. In this, suppose I want to delete 100 from my set. You can see now for set pop does not accept any argument, means we are not allowed it to give the argument here, but in the set it was possible, right? Are you agree with this? But in the set, in the list, we were giving the element to be deleted, right? But in the set it is not possible. You can check. Okay, in set we can't what give element to be deleted in pop function. Okay, this is the main thing. I'm keeping this error as it is, guys, to understand. Okay, you can refer this later and you can just understand what is happening here. Okay, we are not allowed it to give 100. The syntax of the pop is just a dot pop only. A dot pop only. Okay, and it will delete the arbitrary element. Right, let us understand that. It's a really good question. Okay, let us understand it. Suppose I am having B as a set, okay, and which is empty set, guys, now. Okay, and I'm trying to delete it, and you check now, it will raise an error pop from an empty set. Understood? If you want to delete an arbitrary number from the set, then use pop. A dot pop answer equal to 0. What it means? Minakshi, can you? Aditya, arbitrary element means any element, we can say. Minakshi, can you elaborate? A dot pop answer equal to 0. What it means? Okay. There is no base, Aditya. It is deleting arbitrary, yeah, randomly. Pop is deleting the first element every time. Is it happening at your case? See, there are two possibilities, guys. Let us understand that. Okay. So I'm having A is equal to, for example, one set, okay, 1 comma 2 comma 3. This is purely integer. Okay. And that's why when you try to pop it, it will delete the first element every time. So you can see here, but we have here what the different types of elements, right? And that's why it is deleting in that particular fashion. You can see it will delete, right? The next, when I try to hide this, it will delete 2, then it will delete 3, then it will delete 4, and then it will raise an key error. Okay, so you can see here, if we have the sequential number, then it will delete the first element. But if we have like the variety of element, then we can't, like, say it will sort the element and then it will delete the element. It's not like that. Okay, so if we have numbers in a proper fashion, then it will always delete the first element. Yes, Bhavin, because you see your So a is equal to, for example, 1 comma 2 comma, you know, like this, and then a dot pop, it will delete 1, right? And then it will delete 2. Then can you see here 100, and then it is going to delete Amit. So we, if we have a number in proper like integer sequence, then it will prefer that, but we can't make that statement. Okay, Rupali, just check if you have the string element in that, then it is definitely not going to delete the string first and then the integer. Just check by adding in string element in that, or maybe complex number. So it will take the priority, or it will give the priority for integer first. The numbers, we can say actual numbers which are float and the integer, and then maybe string. But there is no such a statement made in the official documentation. So that's why the word is arbitrary. Okay. If you check the documentation of the set, remove or pop, it is saying arbitrary element. Rumi, definitely, because what is happening is, Rumi, this is a nice question. Okay, you are executing this multiple time, and at the same time you are creating the set again and again. Are you getting it? You are deleting that, definitely you are deleting that, you are removing that, but again you are executing this statement, right? So set is always getting created every time. Mohammed, for Mohammed Anis, same for you also. Okay, I know, like you are executing this cell again and again, you are getting answer 1. Even I also will get the answer 1 only, because you are executing this and along with this, right? So every time this set will be created, 1 will be deleted. Again you execute, this set will first created and then you are going to delete that. So every time it will take 1 for deletion. Are you getting it? Every time newly your set is getting created and you are deleting 1 again and again. Anis, you're getting this? So if you want to see the result, just, you know, execute this first time and then comment it, and then you can see now the result, right here. I hope you are in a position to understand this. Okay, let's go ahead and check for the other functions, that is, sorry, this set differences, set functions. That is, let us say a is equal to, I'm having this one, sorry, this is not the set. Now it will be our set 1 2 3 4. B is equal to 2 3 4 5. These are the two sets I'm having. Let me execute this. Now let us understand the union. A dot union B. It will be giving us 1 2 3 4 5. So what I'm doing here, I am taking A set and B set and I'm performing union. So what do you mean by union? What do you mean by union? It will join all the elements and it will remove the duplicate one, right? Anyway, set is not going to take the duplicate. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4 it has listed first, and then 2 and 3 is repeated here. Even 4 is also repeated, and then 5 is not repeated. So it has taken 5. So all are the distinct element from the both set. Okay. The next one is intersection. Intersection means common element A dot intersection B. These are the common elements, guys, is in our set 3, 2, 3, 4 and 2, 3, 4. These are the common elements. Any question in this intersection? Yes, you are correct, because it will return a new set, which will be the union of both set. So Anis, please define B. You should have B also with you. I have defined A and B here. Execute this cell again, and then you will be you don't have that particular error then. Rumi, you can give any name there. Let me. It's up to you, right? Like you can say C is equal to this one. Now you can print C. You can get this result, right? No, Praful, just check the answer. I also did the same thing. I haven't received any error. And just please try to execute this again. Right. So why, see Praful, there is simple mistake. A is equal to union B you have done. Why A is equal to, how it is going to refer A then, right? So we need the union of two sets, right? So you should write A dot union, because the union is the function of set, right? So A is the set dot union is the function. In that we are going to give, right? So Luis, maybe you don't have, the values that would be your empty set. Like you don't have common values in that, or maybe, you know, can you just write down your set values here in the chat? Just a second, guys. Just 2 minutes. Hey, Sil, could I say something else? Okay. All right. Let's go ahead then and talk about. So, guys, let's understand the difference. I'm sorry, I was on mute. So, the difference is like, a minus b. It will just calculate a minus b. So, how it is going to just evaluate that? A minus b means it will remove the common element from both set. Like you can see, 2, 3, 4 are common. So it has deleted 2, 3, 4. The remaining is what? 1 and 5. So it has taken only the element which is from, like, the left hand side set. Left hand side set means what? A set. Okay. So it has taken one. Suppose I am writing here b and then here is a. So what it will happen? A b minus a. So it will display all the remaining element from b set, right? And it will skip all the remaining element of a set. Anyway, common it is going to delete, or it is not going to consider. But the remaining one, how it is going to consider? The set which is at the left hand side. You can see now the element it has kept is from like b set. Okay, this is what the difference is. A minus b, that means it will take all the elements which are not present in the other one. Okay, but how it is going to display the result? Suppose I am writing a minus b, then it will consider the remaining element of a only. If I am writing b minus a, then it is going to consider the element from b only. Okay, which are there. So just try to understand. Okay, any question in this? It's very simple. If we are writing b minus a, so it will display the remaining element. Like it will definitely discard the common element from both set, and it will take the remaining element from b only. Okay, when we write b minus b difference a, when we write a difference b like this, a difference b, then what it will do? It will just consider the remaining element from a and not from b. This is what the difference. But we are losing the element, guys, and that's why we'll be using what? Symmetric difference. So let me just write it down. Symmetric underscore difference, and then I'm going to write this b. Can you see now? When we write a symmetric difference, then it will list all the remaining elements from set a and b. Whether you are writing b dot symmetric difference a or a dot symmetric difference b, the result will be same for the both operations. Okay, so symmetric difference will take all the remaining elements from the both set. Praful, check your elements. You may not have the distinct element in your set. Can you write down your elements? Let me check. This is what I'm getting. You check at your end now. This should not be an empty. That is okay. No problem. It is not going to change in A and B, right? Anyway. So every time I'm getting this result only. Praful, just check at your end. No, this is not the union. In union, we take the common element also, right? But in this symmetric, we are discarding the common element. So definitely, like intersection is not possible, right? On this because we don't have the common element Praful. So simple. We don't have common element in the both set, right? And that's why it is empty. Intersect will give us the common element. Okay, let's go ahead and understand, guys, one very important uh, function, that is frozen set. Let me just be C is equal to frozen set. In this I'm going to write E. Now let us print C. Can you see C is what now? Frozen set 1 2 3 4. Now C is a set, guys, right? But let us check print and then dir of C. Can you tell me, guys, what happened here by observing the result? Can you tell me what happened here by observing the result? And what is the use of frozen set? It simply becomes an immutable. Yes, you're right. Yes or no, guys? It simply becomes immutable. See, using copy function, we are not going to change the set, right? Using difference also, we are not going to change. Using intersection also, using disjoint also is subset, right? These all are the concept of the set, right? So we cannot change the set using these functions. That means our C becomes what? Our C becomes now the frozen set. So to make the A as a frozen, we have written A here. That means frozen function is used to make a particular set a immutable set. Are you agree with this? C is equal to frozen set. Frozen set function, okay, creates an immutable set. Now, what do you mean by immutable set, guys? What do you mean by immutable set? That means we cannot now change it, and we don't have that add, update, and other functions there, right? We don't have that add, update. Can you see this add, update function here? Delete, pop, remove, discard. We don't have those functions, right? And that's why it becomes what? Immutable. Understood? So Bhavin, like, why you want the reverse one? As I already mentioned, it don't have any indexing, right? It don't have any indexing. We cannot access the element. We cannot reverse that. A reverse this process. Definitely we can reverse this process. Definitely, right? Definitely we can reverse it. Now C is our frozen set, right? So let us create our D. Let us create our D and then write down that in this particular set. C is our frozen set, right? Which is immutable. Now we have converted that into set, and that is our D. Okay, and now let us check the dir. Let us check the dir of D. Can you see now all functions here? Those are responsible to update and other stuffs. Can we do that? Freezing, reverse action from frozen set to the normal set. It is possible. Yes, Rupali, we can create the frozen set. Frozen to normal set and normal to frozen set is possible. Just use that set function, right? Any question, guys, till now in the set? Okay, let me check the questions. Okay, so let me, Pankaj, let me tell you what is the difference between difference update. Okay. Yes, Rupali, we can do that. Like, see, let me just clear your all doubts. Okay. I'm having A is equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay. And let us say A is equal to frozen set A. You can do that, right? Can you see this? Rupali, I hope I answered your question. Yeah. So let me come to the difference update. Okay. Okay. Before understanding the difference update, let me show you one simple thing to you. Okay. Now, can you just tell me whether the I have done the differences? Okay. I have done the difference A minus B. Is that difference is affected the original set? Is that difference is reflected on the original set, guys? No, right? Let me do that in this A dot difference update B. I believe this is the use. Okay, what is the this one? Uh, what is the spelling for this difference update? This one. Sorry, guys, I'm very. Now you can see here what is happening, guys. Here, what is happening? Let me tell you this again. For example, I'm writing C is equal to something. Okay, print C. Can you see now the difference? Just tell me the difference in the chat if you can see. So whenever the traditional approach of difference is what? A minus B we are doing, and we are storing the result in C, right? That means we are not changing the original set. But at the same time, if you do A dot difference update B, that means whatever the result of this statement, it will just do the difference only. But whatever the result we will get, that will be stored in A. That will be stored in A. It is not going to return any value, guys. And that's why, see, in result C, we don't have anything. It is none, because this function will never return anything. But this different function returns the set. But this difference update returns none. But where the result is actually storing in the A set. Now you can see I have printed A and A becomes 1. And this is the result of difference operation, guys. You can see. This is the result of difference operation, right? Your B is as it is. Your B is as it is, but your A is changing here. This is the difference between difference update. It will update the A. It will store the result in A, guys. Why A? Because we have written A dot difference update. If you write B dot difference update and then here A, then it will store the result in B. You can see now. None type is not. Oh, sorry, here A. I just want to write. You can see now, right? Okay. Anyway, it is going to store the result in A. I'm not. Yeah, it is going to store the result in A only. Okay, so let me explain that to you. Right, let me just execute this. Yeah, yeah, right. Let me explain this difference. Okay, now this is clear, guys. Is this is clear? Yeah, let me explain that again to you. Now it will be clear to everyone. Is it clear, guys? Difference? Just confirm. Is it clear? What is happening here? We are having A, we are having B. We are doing difference A minus B, and the result will be stored in C. That means difference will return the result and it will be stored in C. That means difference is returning the set, which is the A minus B result. Okay, so our A is as it is, B is also as it is, you can see, and C is what our result is. This is what the difference is doing. Now let's talk about difference update. Okay, now what will happen is it will do B minus A and the result will be stored in B, guys. It is not going to return the result in C. It is not going to return the result in C. It will not return the result. It will not store the result in C. Okay, it will update the result. That's why the function name is update. It will update the result in B only. Whatever the variable here it is, B dot, A dot, C dot, it will update the result in this variable. Now it will update the result in B. Okay, and then we don't have C right now here because it is anyway, it is not going to return any result. So you can see our A is as it is 1 2 3. It has updated the result in B. It has updated the result in, so our B lost here. We lost B, and in B now the result is there, like the difference result is there. Understood? This is what difference update is. It is going to update the difference in the given variable. A dot difference B, difference update B, then it will update the result in A. B dot difference update A, then it is going to update the result in B. Always remember, whatever the variable, first variable it is going to update the result in B. Understood? Any question till now? Great. Okay. Okay, guys, this is what the set is. You can just explore the other functions similar, like symmetric difference, then symmetric update. Same thing is there. Okay, and then each subset, whether that set is the subset of the above set or not. This is what the other mathematical functions, you can explore that later. Okay. uh, Now let me talk about the next, that is you know the string. Very, very important data structure, guys. String is collection, or we can say sequence of characters, numbers, and other symbols used in Python. Okay, this is first point. Then the second point is very simple. It is enclosed in, it can be enclosed in single quote, double quote, this quote, single triple quote, and this one, triple quote. Okay, there, this is what the thing is. There are four ways to represent the string. Let me tell you. A is equal to Amit. This is the first one. B is equal to, I think we have seen that, but let's understand it again. C is equal to Amit. Can you tell me what is the difference between these guys? Single, what is the use of triple quote? What is the use of triple quote? You remember, like we discussed that, right? We can write the multiple lines, right? The basic things that we discussed in the last class only. Okay, now let's go ahead and try to understand. Very important topic of string is indexing and accessing, or we can say accessing elements of string. Okay, let me add one more point here. String is indexable. Slicing is possible. Slicing is same as list and tuple. Now I'm having this string. Python is programming language. This is what my string is now. Okay. Or instead of this, Python training, right? Let me execute this. Now you can see print. Can you tell me how many characters are there, guys, in the A? How many characters are there in A? Aditya, 14 or 15? What do you think? Space is also one character, guys. Space is also one character. Always remember. Yeah, Pankaj, go ahead and check the type. It will be your string str. Okay. 15. Now, let me tell you here negative. Let me just write it the next point here itself. Negative indexing is also possible. Okay. Now, tell me print a of 0. What it is going to print, guys? A of 0. What it is going to print? Yes, it is going to print P. Okay. Tell me print a of -2. What it is going to print? It is going to print N. Okay. Tell me print a of 4 colon 1 colon -1. Refer the string 4 colon 1 colon -1. Apply the rule of negative step. What Rumi positive number? We have negative step, right? We have negative step. So what is the rule? We have negative step. What is the rule? Start is equal to start, right? End is equal to what? Start is equal to start. End is equal to end plus 1. That is 2. And go in backward direction from 4 to 2. From 4 to 2. Is it the result OTH? Any question? Any question in this? I believe like everyone is aware with this particular slicing. I'm not going to explain that again because every time it is same, right? Yes, Aditya, you have to practice it. You have to remember those rules. Okay. Usha, like how many times we have explained that. So let's understand it again. Okay, you can see here step is -1, right? It is -1. That means start is our start only. What is start here? 4. What is end? End is end plus 1, that is 1 plus 1, that is 2. So we need to go from fourth index till second index in backward direction, means from right to left. So which one is our fourth? O is on the fourth position. Start from that. O, H, T. T is our second position. That's why we'll get O, T, O, H, T as a result. Understood, Usha? Guys, please learn these rules, which are like, used in list also, tuple also, and string also. And this is very useful. Okay. And this will make programmers' life very easy when you implement the logic at a particular point. When you encountered a particular situation, there this is very useful. Okay. All right. Now let us try to understand the different functions associated with the string. I'm having A as a string, so let us print directory of A. There are various functions, guys. We'll be checking few of them. Okay. So let's start from capitalize. Very self-explanatory functions these are. Can you see now? It has capitalized first letter. Okay, this is what our original string is. When we use a dot capitalized, it has, changed the case of this T. It will just, make this P as a capital. Are you getting it? Rupali, don't mention zero there. Just keep it blank. You will get R there. Okay, just leave that slicing. You can watch the previous videos. Everything we have, cleared. So just understand what is capitalize is doing. Now, guys, after executing this function, when I try to print A, see the result. Can you see the changes in this? When when I execute this capitalize function, it has made this T small from T capital, but still if I'm trying to display A, again I'm getting the original string. What it means, guys? What it means? Can anyone tell me what is happening here and what this property indicates? It will not store, it will not change the original string. It is not going to change the original string. So same, if you just use a list and if you perform some operation, you can see the changes in the original list also. But when we do that on tuple or string also, the original object is not going to change at all. And this property is called immutability property. So we can write down one more point here. String is immutable. String is immutable. Understood? Very simple. If you want to utilize this change, store the result in a variable and then utilize it. It is not going to change the original string. Okay. Now, once we finish with the capitalize, then just go ahead and use case fold. A dot case fold. Can you see now what is case fold? Now let us have B is equal to Amit. the capital, I'm writing b dot case fold. Let me execute this. Now you can check. It has fold the case, like from capital to small and small to capital. That's it. Yeah, we can store the result in a particular variable like c is equal to something, and then you can display the c. You will get the updated result here. Print c. Okay, but you cannot change the b. You cannot change the b. Understood, Rumi? All right. So any question in the capitalize and case fold function? Any question in capitalize and case fold function? All right. Next function is, let's say, count. A dot count. How many times p occurred, guys, in this A? How many times p occurred?